Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8 Second Gaming. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at one simple thing that not only plagues low elo players, but also holds high elo players back as well. And this is one simple mechanic that everyone can start to implement into their game to really take their game to the next level, and this is decision making. Decision making in Apex can be a little bit daunting because are you going to make the right decision? Are you make the wrong decision? There's a bunch of things that can go on, but decision making separates people from getting just a measly top 5 versus actually winning the game. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an in-game example, and I can show you guys exactly how impactful fast, precise decision making can be. But before we actually hop into that, I do want to say if you guys enjoy this video and you find it useful, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps my channel way more than you even think about it, because the more people that interact with this video, commenting, liking, subscribing, the more that YouTube pushes it into the algorithm so that more people can see this content. And also, if you guys want to see some of my gameplay live, you can come check me out on Twitch over on Twitch TV/8secondgaming. The link will be in the description down below. But with that out of the way, let's actually hop into things. Now, to start things off, we are in Climatizer, and we're not in the best spot in Climatizer because we are on this little donut building, but we did think that it was going to be pulling towards the actual big building in Climatizer because the circle was looking a little bit pullish this way. I don't know how to describe it anything other than that, but as you can see, the circle did pull in a weird area in terms of where we are. Now, when a circle does pull like this, you have to start immediately thinking of your rotation options. So that's why I'm actually on the bottom of our building here, because I'm looking to see, okay, can we hop down here and move up this way? Can we potentially go over here and zip line up, go into the big building and use the big building to kind of rotate back here potentially? What are our options? And the reason that I'm looking here is because there is actually a team in the big building and they were moving around quite a bit. They were holding a lot of real estate. So I wanted to try to go to a spot where they potentially wouldn't see me while I was searching. But as you can see here, I immediately get shot. And I know that this team is looking for us here. So we can't rotate this way without taking a decent amount of damage because now they're looking for us and they want to hold us out on the back of ring. So as soon as I realize that this team is looking for us and they are going to hold us out, that's when my decision making has to change. And now I'm thinking, okay, where can we go now? And the kind of wheels are starting to spin in my head, and we do have the jump tower, as you can see in my inventory. So now we're starting to talk about, okay, where can we jump tower? And you can see that I ping the back of the train carts there because those train carts are a great spot to play. They're back of circle and they have so much cover to play that other people can't leverage against you. Everyone else is going to be coming from this side of the circle. They're going to be having to force their way in. So if they're all forcing their way in here, then there's going to be chaos right here, but we are going to be in our own little back bubble. And if somebody tries to overextend, then someone else is going to shoot them, someone else is going to shoot these people, and there's no real way for a team to actually potentially push us without throwing their game or making it so that we have a good isolated fight. Because if everyone is fighting on this side of the circle and we try to fight on this side of the circle, there's no real way for people to cross no man's land here to third party us safely. And that's why I like that spot there. So identifying the spot where it's going to be quiet while you have leverage fast is very crucial. And then sticking to your game plan instantly is also a big thing. So as you can see, as soon as we ping that, we are dropping a jump tower and we are going to go to that spot immediately. We're not waiting for anything. We're not waiting to see if the zone's going to be pulling, because if we wait too long, other people can start to move to that spot. And that's something that does plague a lot of low elo players, is they make a good decision, but they make it too late and they don't pivot around that. If you're in a game and you know where you need to go, then just go there. And unfortunately, sometimes it isn't going to work out every single time. Like as we're ballooning in, sometimes there might be a team that's getting there before us because they were just in a better position to begin with. Or maybe they just got a lucky pull and they were just there to begin with. And there's so many different things you could go off of. But that's where also decision making at a fast pace comes into play, because then you can pivot. But in this example, it does actually work out in our favor because we are able to get there before anyone else gets there. and we are able to set up in a very solid spot. Now, as you can see, as we are flying in here, we do realize, hey, you know what? This area is so secluded, no one's even here. We can actually set up in an even bigger power position. This rock with a Newcastle wall is so safe because of how much cover we have. And if something does happen, then we can potentially slide off into the train carts. We can continue to play the rock. We can drop on the backside. We can play the front side potentially. There's so many different options for us here. So you can see that we do pivot our decision making as soon as we do land here to favor us even more. So as soon as we land, you can see, hey, we're here. Let's just do this. And we are getting shot in the back, which is kind of annoying, but this team is so far away that even if they do get a knock, we just throw a Newcastle mobile shield down, we get rezzed, it's perfectly fine. We're able to just restabilize, we have the Newcastle wall up, this team isn't really able to do anything to us, and now we're just looking to protect ourselves. And I do throw one of my Void Nexus down here just in case we do get separated and need to rotate back. But as you can see here, like I had mentioned before, there is the possibility of a team also trying to come here because this is a very solid spot, and this actually does happen. So as soon as this happens, again, the decision making is, do we let them coexist with us, or do we have to fight them? And in this situation, it has to be a fast decision because right now the zone is about to close. Teams are about to start fighting each other. Are you going to let this team coexist, or are you going to let this team, or are you going to wipe this team? That's what you have to be thinking in your head. Now for us, we don't want to coexist here because this is a power position. This is the game-winning spot. We don't want to let another team exist here. So we are looking to fight, and I don't have the best of gear. As you can see, I have a naked flatline and an Eva, which I don't even think had a shotgun bolt, or it had like a white one or something. So I didn't have the best stuff to fight with. But my positioning and my decision making is what saves us here, because my positioning up top here allows me to get some really solid shots on the conduit up here. And if I had a magazine on my flatline, I probably would have killed her. Now, this might seem a little bit aggressive for people for me to continue to slide off here, but conduit can reset fights way too quickly, and I do not want to let her get that opportunity. As the support, she's able to heal up super fast, so I'm able to just jump down and then get the knock and immediately alter Q back up. This lifeline tries to push, we're able to do more damage to her, and once again, I'm jumping off to try and be aggressive here because I don't want to let people get the opportunity to reset. The lifeline was rezzing the conduit. There were so many things going on at the same time. I don't want to take my foot off the gas here, and there's so many different things about being aggressive that I have talked about on my channel already. So my decision to continue to be aggressive here might look weird because now I've downed myself and it could be a little bit sketchy, but I trust my teammates and I do think that we have set ourselves in a very solid spot. Now, we do have a 1v1 here against somebody that just got revived because we have 2 knocks on the enemy team, so we're able to just get a really nice wipe on this team. My Newcastle is able to drop down, they get the revive on the Newcastle, and we get the reset. And this sets us up in such a solid spot because we just got 3 more KP, so we're sitting on 6 total KP, a top 5 in God spot because we have this entire side of the map to ourselves now. We didn't let that team coexist, we wiped that team fast enough that anyone in the area wasn't going to be able to react off of it, and also, even if there was a third party coming in, we have 3 death boxes here that we can armor swap off of, and also the support rezzing us is going to start to heal our health as well. So there's not a whole lot that teams can really take advantage of off of this fight, and that is why decision making is so crucial, because we had the ability to take this spot, end the fight before people even realize what was going on, end the fight before people even realize what was going on, and now we have this God spot, and we actually did go on to win this game with a bunch of KP, and it was like a plus 300 game or something. It was wild. So I just wanted to go to show you guys how good decision making can be, and hopefully you guys are able to implement this in your own games. Now, once again, if you guys enjoyed this video and found this useful, please hit the like, subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one.